Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Well, J.K. Rowling has read Krankie's book, frankly, Crankly, and she's given a review. She's not very complimentary, left, right, and centre. She says it's amazing how she leaves out so many things that appear to have gone wrong. Cal MacFerries doesn't talk about them at all. The text messages destroyed by Scottish Government ministers during the pandemic doesn't talk about them at all. The huge rise in substance abuse deaths, she doesn't talk about that at all. She says that Sturgeon, and this is cracking, so do pay attention, all of you. She says, and I've got to read this, Sturgeon remains stubbornly wedded to her belief that it's possible to let some men into women's spaces on the men's say-so without letting any man who fancies it come inside. And she denies that there are any risks to this policy of gender self-identification. She can't imagine any male predator capitalising on such policies, in spite of the fact that it has demonstrably happened many, many times. She's flat out Trumpian in her shameless denial of reality and hard facts. That is bad enough, and I love that, right? That's bad enough. But what she says next, oh, it's so sweet. Here we go. This. What a way to start the day, by the way, because this is it. She said, the First Minister, whose composure and articulacy under fire had, for many years, been her most potent political asset. She made herself look, and forgive me for employing a PR term here, a complete fuckwit. Of course, the blame for her looking like a complete fuckwit lies with others. Nobody, she said, had warned her about Bryson, you see. And if you're prepared to accept the foundational falsehood that some men are women, you'll inevitably find yourself panicking like a pheasant caught in the headlights one day, because to admit that even a single man who says he's a woman isn't means the whole edifice of gender self-ID collapses. And of course, this has been her downfall. She's always said men can be women, even when it's obvious that they can't, and now the law agrees with that. But it doesn't stop her trying to push this same thing, and she couldn't even admit that Bryson was a male, and yet he was charged with rape, which in the Scottish law can only be committed by a man. But, she'd gone on. She said Sturgeon hasn't been remotely humbled by the court ruling that proved her government was forcing a misinterpretation of the UK-wide Equality Act on Scotland, one that robbed women of many single-sex spaces and of their very existence as a definable class with rights protected in law. Do you know, I can't see how Sturgeon can respond to this, because Sturgeon knows she's in the wrong. She absolutely, and has admitted it. So she can't really come up with a palpable response to these charges from J.K. Rowling. And I'm going to tell you now, and this is a message to Sturgeon, who's not going to watch this at all, don't even try. J.K. Rowling is a professional writer. She will eviscerate you on the written page, and that evisceration will last 1,000 years. Chaucer said he'd do it, and he did. In 1,000 years, people will still be reading Harry Potter. If she puts something in the next book about that, don't be surprised. Thank you very much. Keep an eye out for the next video. There's lots to come today. It's a busy, busy day. Bye.